So it is time for the second map, which is going to be Dust 2. The knife is happening right now between these two teams. So again, Luminosity are in a lot of trouble here. This is SEMPHIS territory.
Yeah, there's always a degree of variance on a map like Dust 2. Every team can play Dust 2. Every team knows the basics of Dust 2. It's actually one of the reasons why it is, in that sense, very interesting. It's a very pure, quintessential Counter-Strike map. And what I'm curious to see is how Luminosity will interpret this. Because Luminosity are great with aggression when it comes to CT side. And that's kind of, I want to see them play fearlessly. I don't want to see them worried by the fact that TSM also will probably like to get aggressive too. We might have a very action-packed match because of that. That's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think I'm hoping this is going to be really fun, and the pistol is about to begin. So we will switch into the game here and let the carnage begin. I'm excited, Dan, because this is Bedlam, Dan. This is Bedlam. This is madness. This is other synonyms for those words. But anarchy. I'm done. I can't. That wasn't much, was it?
No, you should see. Where's your thesaurus at?
It's in prison, Dan, with my dictionary.
Ah. It's a shame you left it there. You should get one of your friends to send it over. All right. 5 USPs, 5 Kevlars to go with those USPs for TSM. Now, they got 3 on long at the start of the round. They're actually playing this sort of like you would expect to see a buy round. Or is that? Okay, no, that's just, that was just a decoy or something there. So, okay, just 1 on long there. Very defensive on B. The positioning here from TSM is very interesting. It's a stark contrast to what we're used to seeing, which is aggressive cat play to get information. And now Luminosity are going straight for the push there, taking long away from TSM. TSM scrambling now to defense, boosting up elevator just momentarily to try to get a better vantage point here. But these Ts, they're not necessarily committing in. And there is a player watching the back. Here it is, autimatic. He needs to get a frag here. Gets absolutely nothing. Gets pinned against the wall with the Glocks. And TSM now trying to beat the rotation with a rotation of their own. Here you go. Luminosity back into a long. So really trying to confuse TSM's maneuverability or maneuvers. 3rd time lucky.
Nice.
And they will crawl up long into the bomb site. They have made the right choice, I think.
Well, it's allowing FNS to come in for the longest rotation, Brazil, because he's currently in T spawn, actually. We'll be looking over towards mid in a second, but the Ts are about to make it onto the site now. An empty site. Will they go for the hero plant on top of the box? They'll do the safer one. SEMPHIS gets taken down. Sick coming in with the push, and he will be punished as well. So FNS on the flank now, a bit lost, moving towards shorts. And if Tacio moves closer towards blue, he would probably hear him running in short and raise the alarm for his teammates. Fer comes in, spots FNS there. Close enough for the one tap to the head. He will eventually find it. Luminosity take an important pistol round. That will alleviate some of the pressure there.
Yeah, but they just have to play a good anti-force by now because, you know, we're around similar to that. Because they should expect something out of TSM. TSM are not just going to sit on a full eco. Might see a scout. Will we see a scout? There it is. Yeah, Sick will pick up the scout. And see if they can get something done with this. It's very, very hard to actually win rounds like this on the CT side. It's a very difficult map because the space is just so open, which plays against the natural advantage of pistols, which is the opposite, close ranges. I
think 2 players got tagged through the door by the scout. Sick and autimatic. 70 and 60 HP remaining respectively. Ooh, SEMPHIS is actually walking up top mid, but Fer's gonna spot him. Down he goes. Oh, it doesn't get traded by autimatic either. It does get dinked though, as they both will. Oh, autimatic with 4 HP, goodbye. 5 versus 3 now.
Nice nades.
Scout
yeah.
still in control of the CT side, but I mean, do it. Sick is holding end shots, but nobody is within 1 shot distance. Down he goes, leaving FNS alone. Flying Mac 10 will come in. He will get sprayed in the face. 2-0 to Luminosity.
Yeah, it's a difficult spot for TSM having poor economy. That instant op on SEMPHIS is not going to be seen. Likely won't come out until maybe the 6th round, sorry, depending on what happens. But likely that they will just go with the full M4s on the next round. It's fully USP here, and you can see that we'll get the classic anti-force by anti-eco sort of opening. Just a long take, keep your backs against long together. You can play trades easily, keep the spaces open. You can use nades pretty well. You can also fail flashbangs if you're falling in this instance. The Taco will pick up the first opening. The mid push there from TSM is denied in some part. You know, a couple kills going the way of Luminosity, but Taco will eventually fall, which does allow Sick to pick up an AK. Now that's actually really nice. If I was Sick, I'd actually just try to save this AK now, because that's actually a lot of value. This is something that we see TSM do. They'll actually create setups in a round like this so that they can try to pick off what they think is most likely going to be an isolated player, so they can guarantee themselves one of those rifles stolen into the next round, which means that, for example, in this situation, maybe, you know, we can have an AWP player who has some Kevlar, because SEMPHIS is not going to have any Kevlar now. Or you can just have a little bit more money. It does pay off in the long run, or can do. But SEMPHIS on the AWP, a smoke, and no Kevlar.
All in straight away, 3-0, so it's early days and risks will be taken by the CT side. No helmets on the team. 4 AKs and an AWP, so that is fine. No Kevlar though, and SEMPHIS may play a part in this round, we all have to see. He is currently over towards shorts, if I'm not mistaken. Indeed he is. So it's quite impressive how much you can cover yourself on that little balcony there. You can see Luminosity starting to clear out the short position. SEMPHIS holding Never at the moment. Oh, doesn't see the player who's already passed. He will hit Taco, however, but he is still alive. So Luminosity holding formation. I think SEMPHIS has moved on to the A site itself now with the AWP. What is the ultimate play here from Luminosity? Could it be a B split coming in? We've got Twistzz over towards long on his own. He's got a flashbang, but not much else. And SEMPHIS has no nades. SEMPHIS is the closest person who could flash for Twistzz. But I think he'll be busy as there's a push coming in from both long and short.
Yep, it's going to be tough for Twistzz. There he goes. Oh, wow, he actually catches the first player there. Perhaps not expecting such a deep peek from Twistzz, but he does go for it. But it's just a 1-for-1. That's not good enough here for the CT side. TSM will lose yet another member. Taco eliminating FNS. FNX is not going to be finished either, picking up another frag, and even another one. Oh god, he's looking to get himself the 4th quad kill from FNX, and that was a massive cleanup. And now it's round 5, and we'll get pretty much, we should get pretty much a full eco again. To be honest, there's very, very limited value you can get from pistols on the CT side in a round like this from the TSM side here. So, you know, we want to see more AWP on SEMPHIS. That's going to be probably the best way for them to get back into this. You get SEMPHIS on those aggressive peaks, and maybe he can try to open things up. Here we go, a bit of a battle over long, and this should be just a formality. Probably nothing TSM can do, and they will be eliminated, cleaned up very easily. The vacuum cleaner is out, and all the TSM players have been removed.
So SEMPHIS is waiting for the close quarters. Ooh, we have some people being tagged here.
What?
There it is, 2 headshots coming in and 3 super fast kills. Super SEMPHIS, that's a great snap by Fallen. Look how fast he is with the swings there, bringing it down to a 2 versus 2. Problem for TSM is the T side has Molotov. They've got nades. SEMPHIS is forced from his position and he is punished for it. He's dead. He is very dead indeed. An autimatic will be subjected to the flames as well. Oh no, it's bounced off the wall. He's so lucky. He was blind as well. He would have died in those flames and had no idea. Finished off, he will be. So Luminosity survived the test. A difficult one, but they've passed with some colours, not flying colours, Dan. Wherever that comes from.
Just the primary colours.
Not the full spectrum, Dan.
Not
the kaleidoscope.
Only primary colours.
Not the kaleidoscope. Got a few pastels. A few pastel colours.
Okay, so the AWP is not only out on SEMPHIS, but now they've decided to put it on autimatic as well. Perhaps this is the mix-up that they needed, and Luminosity looking to play, I wouldn't say a default, because they actually haven't put anyone down. They're actually going to just walk into B with 3 players and the bomb. Already attack coming in onto Taco. He's weak. Here comes the BP. Oh my god, sick with the spray. 2 players down now. He is quite low himself, but he's going to get out of there alive. But I think they spotted the bomb there, so they should have a good idea what's going on. But the problem is that with the kill towards the A side of the map, that's going to allow rotation here for the T's, but they're going to go back into B now, into FNS. He's waiting with the M4. Can FNS get it done sitting in the site? Got 1 teammate, the only other man alive here for TSM is with him. Ah, but the one-on-ones.
Was that a 2 versus 5? I think it was a 2 versus 5.
Was it strictly?
It was 3 versus 5, worst case scenario. Twistzz pushed through a smoke on long to start the suicide for his team. And then they all came tumbling down, Dan. It was, at best, a 2 versus 5. I mean, a 3 versus 5. I think it may have been 2 versus 5.
It was a pretty big deal there. And Luminosity are doing a scary amount of damage so far on their T side. Boom! Twistzz picking up the trade there. Can he get the AWP though? The AWP will it be protected? Will they be able to steal the AWP away? I think they're playing a career simulator, picking up the AWP and getting it to another player who is in a safe position. And that's it. 3 players left for TSM. What are they going to do? What's you going to do? Last time they were in this spot, they managed to find a lot of snaps just out of nowhere, just explosive snaps with PT50s and stuff. But
it looks like Luminosity is pissed off the way things are going. They're pissed off, Dan. The TSM are getting wrecked. Maybe 5 players, maybe 3, maybe 2. Those gold stickers look nice. It's cool. Fallen has a souvenir Dragon Law with his own signature on. Good for him.
The other thing as well to take into account is that Luminosity were consistently playing on a disadvantage in the first map. TSM in this map, they are now on a disadvantage, and that actually tells you a lot about how good a team is how they are able to play from disadvantages, from low economy, from these kinds of spots. But what can even be as telling is also how they play with an advantage, and that's something that we see perhaps misplayed the most. And you can see Luminosity with their advantages, now that they finally have them, they're just not letting go of the advantages. Even though there's some madness here and there, they're able to make sure everything actually, well, they're just able to close the rounds regardless of what happens, which is very important. And that's a 7-0 now. Another buy for TSM. They tried double AWP, they tried single AWP, they tried all kinds of stuff, but I haven't seen, like a catwalk boost or something to that effect yet. I don't think we've seen that.
No, I have not seen like SEMPHIS be boosted catwalk, for example. So, can TSM get their first round on the scoreboard? Ooh, I do wonder what nade cold through from there. Either a Molotov or a HE. Either way, no damage has been done to the CT side, so it has proven unsuccessful on this occasion. 2 people over towards long this time for TSM. Maybe taking a gamble on the play here of Luminosity, because they've got 3 pretty deep towards A. Nobody mid whatsoever. And indeed, Luminosity would be suggesting that they're going for a bit of a long push. The bomb is over there, while there are 2 key players for Luminosity on short. It seems the commitment is coming in here. SEMPHIS over towards the car position again, 2 on long. The first one goes the way of the CTs. SEMPHIS coming in for support now, but it won't be required. And now he's out of position while the Ts are moving up A. They've lost 2 players though. Can the headshot be found here by Fer? Gonna tag SEMPHIS somewhat. Fallen looking for the rotation, and he'll see it. Autimatic gets taken down immediately. So an advantage for the CTs. They've got control of long. They don't have control of short, which the bomb is moving into. Gets thrown over. I thought maybe they'd keep somebody there, but they're not going to. So this is a problem now for Luminosity. The bomb needs to go down. They don't have control of long or short. 6 in CT spawn as well. This should be around for TSM here. 4 versus 2 as well. The numbers game proving too much. Man advantages, trades coming in. And there we go. I think if Luminosity had kept someone on short, and they get a frag there, because I think only FNS was there, then they have a chance, but no control of short, long, or CT spawn.
I mean, they had not a single nade as well. They had no nades. So there's just no way to like cut off any angles, nothing. So, wow, 16K on FNX. He's been making some serious money. To be fair, he is 12 for 2. So that would make sense.
I thought you were going to say, to be fair, he is 12. I was like, what? Thinking, what, he's 12? He can't be 12, Dan.
He's 12. We have 2 AWPs again from TSM. This time, SEMPHIS, he won't be boosted cat, but he's going to run cat with the AWP and see what he can get done. This is going to be interesting, isn't it? We have the bomb in lower dark here. Oh, will we get a boost? Finesse might distract them from catwalk, and then I mean, it looks like Luminosity should get sandwiched no matter what happens here. There's a push on dark, push on catwalk. They're sick with the kill. They haven't spotted the bomb there yet.
Oh, the bomb's stuck on his own. How does he get to his teammates? He's got a 3-man push through long for Luminosity. Great reaction. But the bomb is stuck. It's got to rotate through T-spawn, and surely it's the only way. It's the only way.
It's going for a fake. They're going to commit to the fake here, as anything else is probably a little bit too risky at this point. And Cold is there. He might be able to do some damage here from the slope. If he can get a couple kills, they can really sell this right now. The B-bomb site's completely open. He walks in. The fake is going to work. And the boost here is quite smart here from TSM, but they just don't know that the bomb's going to be planted B. The problem is that the T players, they can't die. They have to get out of there.
Oh, that crazy.
Was a sick pop there. But the problem is that who defends this bomb site? It's just one player. It can just be defused now. This is always the issue with fakes like that. You needed to have players get over to that bomb site somehow.
What an interesting round.
But it's not going to happen.
I thoroughly enjoyed that.
It was smart for Luminosity to commit to the fake there, because there's just no way to get to his teammates. So it's the only play. And,
well, you could just run through apps. 2 for T-spawn.
Yeah, but already Luminosity, TSM have everyone rotated there, and there's a risk that he gets killed, because if there's someone on short, they could push. There's a risk that he can get killed, I think. And if they lose the bomb there, then it's definitely game over.
I think he should have gone T-spawn.
Because also he didn't get spotted in dark. They only spotted one player in dark as well. So they're probably more primed to think that it's going to be an A push with the other info that they had, I think.
I think for me, there's more risk in planting B and having no way for his teammates to get through the CTs to help him. Although Fallen started to rotate and was presumably looking to cut off a rotation.
I mean, they have to make kills on the A site is basically what has to happen. At least like 2, so it's like a 1 versus 2, 1 versus 3 or something.
It was super fun to watch though, because at some point TSM realised what was going on as well and started running over there. Because they did that to Very Games. Well, SEMPHIS' team way back when. Did that to Very Games at the Major to win Inferno. So perhaps that experience rung a little bit of in his head. So TSM versus Luminosity continues. TSM with 2 rounds on the board now. Both teams with the bye. 3 players on short for the Brazilian side. And again, 3 players on A for TSM. On A rather than long this time, however. A bit more passive towards long now. Trying to stay 1 step ahead of their opponents. Loads of nades coming in to try and bait a rotation from TSM, but they are being completely static at the moment. There is, I think, Sick by the box here, and coldzera is going to get taken down for 3. So does FNX. That's a bomb down as well, which means CTs can move into CT spawn. And I think the bomb's high enough for him to do something about it. 2 versus 3, and Sick again is just standing on the bomb, loud and proud, with the last player on the B bomb site. Here's Sick, wants to give him the 1 versus 1. He's 3 versus 1, and he's got the bomb down.
Taco.
No time.
Screws.
No time.
Oh god, that's awkward. And that's no money for Taco. $750. FNX had 16k very well, like 2 or 3 rounds ago. Now he's down to 6k. He's always just gonna pick up an AWP and throw it straight to Fallen. And they're going to go for a false buy. Very interesting. And now I wonder what strategy they'll go with. I mean, they could try to wall smokes onto A. That's always a possibility in a round like this, but they're all running towards well, looks like they're going to just go for a B split, actually. I guess that's the only play with players in this position. Fallen's going to try to entry through mid. This is actually really smart. Let's see if Fallen can get something. As SEMPHIS. Oh, and Finesse as well. They're standing to attention. Boom! The snap is there. Fallen's down. Attack goes in as well onto Taco. Finesse will finish him off. And all of a sudden, it looks like TSM are on top of this, but the smokes go down. Perhaps there's something to be salvaged here for Luminosity, but there's still 2 players on the B bomb site. This is very difficult now, though, for the Brazilians.
And the bomb is top mid. Where is the bomb going? Because there's a player outside B, the window. There's a player outside B halls, but the bomb is going towards long here. And I'm surprised. I mean, it's surely a matter of time before Cold gets taken down by the window. And there it is. Sorry, it's Fur over there. And he will get taken down by SEMPHIS. So Twistzz watching. I mean, that is going to be... If FNX makes it over... Oh, he's looking away. Why is he looking away? Is FNX going to make it? Timing is everything. Run, FNX. Yes, he makes it over. The bomb's going to get planted. This is complete madness. 2 versus 4, though. Surely Luminosity will lose the round here.
Nice angles coming in, but oh, he can't get any kills there. That's very unfortunate. And that'll be the defuse, but TSM keep winning rounds, and they win with 4 players there, despite all of the chaos that we saw. I mean, you got to credit SEMPHIS. He picks up 3 kills in that round. Really big performance, but like winning the battle against Fallen there, that is so insanely pivotal. If Fallen wins that battle, he gets a second peak. Who else was there? Finesse. He was out in the open. Does Fallen win that 1 versus 1? Probably. Probably he's going to win that again because he's against an M4 and then all of his teammates are going to be able to swarm wherever the hell they want, and they probably win the round. So that's like a really big play. And now Fallen's going to go in. The smoke, he's found himself. I think I'm not sure if you saw the player there. The flash did pop in his face. So they don't actually realize there's someone in pit. They should surely have the cognizance to check it. Oh my goodness, just disappearing. The timing is perfect from Twistzz. Able to take down Fallen because of that. There's still another player, Fallen, with the spray. Hail of bullets into Fur. And it was an A split, but now it's just an A push from Cap.
Ooh, Money Molotov from CT Spawn, but the plant can still come in for short. Oh, it's one of those terrible ones where it goes down a little bit later on. Molotovs can screw you over. We can do more on that later. 2 versus 4 though, and TSM look good for another round on the board here, but ECS sent that, well, never mind. Nice burst there by autimatic. coldzera stuck from the Molotov. It is planted for him, forcing his way through, but the smoke will make things even worse. How can he win this round or do any more damage? He comes flying in, but SEMPHIS with the AWP, just another day in the office for Pastor SEMPHIS.
It's hard not to be a fan of SEMPHIS' AWPing because he's, I don't know, his style of AWPing is just enjoyable to watch. There are just some AWP players that are like that. Obviously, the more static ones, it's not going to be as interesting because everyone, all human beings, we enjoy risk and risk takers. We like to live vicariously through people that take ridiculous risks. And SEMPHIS is probably one of those, but he's so consistent at pulling off those plays and all the push.
Surprise.
Oh, Tacio will shut down both players. TSM thought perhaps they could surprise the Brazilians, but instead it's they who will be surprised with an AK-47 in their face. And now what on earth do TSM do? They've got a player at top mid, a guy by the Xbox, and one on B. They actually are somewhat set up to try to handle this, but it's going to require big plays. Big plays. Blank as well for TSM. So if this goes too slowly, there is a real possibility, but in goes Luminosity now. Sick with the first frag, SEMPHIS with one as well. Confusion, absolute chaos, bedlam on the site. It's TSM with the cleanup. Brilliant stuff there, and that's so incredibly important after losing 2 players early in the round, giving themselves a chance still to win this first half after a very dire start. And again, let's not forget, TSM beat Luminosity on map 1. They took Cobblestone away from Luminosity, which I think was Luminosity's map to lose in many senses.
That was a solid hold. That was a solid hold. Playing the left side of the red box. Don't see that very often. So the little edges put them over the line there. Headshots coming in. Luminosity won't be in this round for long, it seems. FNX getting some deagle spam in, which is not easy. He's been abandoned, but again, they're just playing on the fact that it's so hard to breach as a team. It's very unlikely that they will try to do so. And there it is. Sick with 2-man spray down. Well, two kills, not really a 2-man spray down.
Looks like FNS is lagging there. Yeah, they've got a pause as well. So short little pause.
Got them torrents. It's Christmas special torrents, Dan. I'm not talking Game of Thrones.
Yeah, it's got a bit of...
Those special ones. Producer Mike knows.
Bit of jitters.
Producer Mike used to produce those Christmas specials then.
He's got the shakes.
The Christmas specials.
All right, so TSM could win this half now, and it is them with the massive bank. Double up from Luminosity. Don't know that we've seen, or triple up, because they're going to spend all their money in the last half. So we're going to see if SEMPHIS tries to pick mid, he's going to be in for a surprise. There's going to be 3 ops facing him.
I don't think he will though, because he's mostly been playing over towards A. So yeah, there should be nobody looking.
Luminosity had a sick timings actually for B, so they're going to take the ops there.
I don't know what that smoke is from Twistzz. He keeps bouncing it off the edge of the wall next to pit, but I don't know how he wants to use it.
Maybe he's just trying to suggest that there is a player, like they're using it to cover themselves or something into that position. I don't know.
Actually, I saw in the previous round where I think the corner of long had been smoked, so perhaps it is to just cause problems for the T's. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a possibility. Yeah.
Because we have seen those.
That smoke on the corner is very powerful.
Yeah, we have seen those sideways walls, and we saw in a previous match. We were wondering where the second one was coming from, but maybe that gives a bit of a clue as to what the CTs might be trying to do. And
this is weird because right now, I mean, Luminosity, I thought they were just holding on to the ops just because, okay, I guess they didn't have a lot of money. Maybe they didn't drop AKs at T-Spawn. They're just going to go 3 AWPs into this last round. This is really strange, but they'll get the first pick. Oh, Fallen! Are you kidding? That's ridiculous. That is a very, very nice frag. And FNS is there at the top of the stairs. They don't expect this, but Cold, with the response with the AWP, is on top of things for the Brazilian side. Now, autimatic and Sick have to do something marvelous, and they must marvel at the AWP prowess, the AWP efficiency. How adept Luminosity were in this round with those triple AWPs. It's rare that you see triple AWPs actually win a round like this.
7 rounds in a row for TSM. But they're 4 diffuses, so you know Luminosity got reasonably far in many rounds, but then in fairness, some of those rounds they had like 0 map control despite getting the plant. So
very respectable from TSM to come back in the way that they did. That is for sure. And I mean, let's not forget as well that it wasn't even like the first couple of rounds that they won. They were just continually against buys due to the fact that a player like FNX, he had 16K. I mean, in the rounds that TSM won, like the streak that they had, the Luminosity had, they built insane amounts of money. It's not like they were always low on money, because sometimes you can have like a 7-0 where you're the winning team and your money's really low because you're losing so many players all the time. But they're pretty efficient overall. So TSM did a very good job picking up those frags. So we're gonna see now whether or not TSM can scare Luminosity with a good start on the second half. They've been pretty good on these pistols, but there is third. That's a nice pop. Doesn't win the second one, though. It looks like TSM will continue the push. Just a road bump there in the face of third, but there is FNX sniping with the USP. That's very effective so far. Picking up another frag. Bomb is down now. Spotted as well by the CT, so they can start to begin that rotation. Taco thinning things out, even yet still for the TSM side. TSM looking very, very bad at this point in time. Just one player left. He's eliminated as well. No way to plant that bomb, and that's quite annoying. But interestingly, I'm very curious what they're going to do on this round, due to the fact that it's very obvious that a team's going to force buy in this round, of course, because that's, you know, if you just full save twice, then okay, sure, you have a bit more money on that 4th round, but at the same time, you give up the opportunity to just immediately crush the other team in this round. And also, there are possibilities that 2 players don't buy Kevlar. Maybe they get a lot of nades. And there's lots of options to actually create like very interesting rounds of the T side in this position. So Luminosity are going to be expecting perhaps some level of craziness from the TSM side, but what are they going to throw at Luminosity? They only have 2 flashes, but a couple of helmets actually. Twistzz and autimatic able to afford the helmets. So here we go. It's about to have the first contact up the stairs here into the A site, but Fallen's there with the rifle. Twistzz is the first man who dares. Oh, that's a shot and a half right there from Twistzz, and that's a great way to kick things off here for TSM. Now, how will they try to capitalize on this advantage? Luminosity have to be a little bit worried at this point.
Yeah, the A defense is stretched a bit thin. You can see mid has been abandoned, and it looks like Luminosity are going to get aggressive. They're going to meet the bomb in B apps, potentially. And down goes the bomb, so fast rotation coming in, but B could be lost here. SEMPHIS slowing down the rotation for the CTs. And now Taco's got 25 HP on B. He can stay alive for dear life, but he can't do it. So at the very least, the bomb's going to get planted here. And there's a rifle picked up for the T side, an autimatic who has full health and full armor. Sick holding an angle with the Deagle. He's pretty much high HP as well, but no helmet for him. So, Fer getting tagged straight away. FNX spotted, FNX dispatched of, and now Sick can hide and allow autimatic to hold the angle with the rifle. The round is TSM's, a very unlikely round. The 1D started at Aldan. Yeah. And there was a meeting of the minds towards B.
When that 1D happens, that 1D can just send around into turmoil. I mean, it's so hard to deal with, because then all of a sudden you've got a hole in your defense, and then if the T's know how to attack that and then get another quick kill because they overwhelm you and you only trade 1 for 1, they gain too much position and things get very rapidly out of hand. But SEMPHIS has to be careful here. I mean, we've got the force back from Luminosity. Fallen does get tagged through the doors, but Fallen will tag SEMPHIS as well. I think Fallen got a straight up tag into the body of SEMPHIS, but luckily he's got the armor, so he is going to be able to survive, as will Fallen. But they do know that there is a scout in play here. So this is the worst case scenario for Luminosity. If they lose this round, their money is going to be awful, and TSM will be up against a save, and that'll put TSM on 10 rounds. Everyone's got to get something done. Oh, that is so nice again! Falling with 2 no-scopes there, or quick scopes, whatever you want to call it. It was marvelous, and that's going to be the frag onto 6. So holding the B-bomb site, and now the push comes in onto the A side. That is where the true action begins. We have the bomb here being ferried over by the TSM side. His automatic looms over the top. The spray comes in. That's 1 player down, another very, very wounded. And it looks like TSM will be able to calm things down. They survive with only 1 player lost. It looks like autimatic is still... He's got his bidders on again.
I think FNS is
Oh, sorry, finesse, yeah.
Yeah, FNS is in...
There's not much finesse to what's going on there.
Nice work there, nicely done. So 9-9, and the money for the CT side is still poor, which means TSM should take the lead unless something untoward happens in this round, as has happened in previous rounds, with the 1 Deags and all. Although I think we're going to see less Deagles in this round from Luminosity, considering the money is mostly around a $2,000 mark, or I say $2,500 mark. I don't believe they can actually afford to have any Deagle shenanigans.
Whoa, Fallen's picking up a scout.
Okay.
I would have expected a full save here, and they're going for like sort of it's kind of a quasi, I suppose, in some respects. It's not that much investment. Are they going to invest any more? I mean, Fallen picking up a scout, I think, is really weird. I think this actually puts Luminosity in a really bad position because Fallen's going to want to buy an AWP. That's one of the ways they're going to get back into this match. We've seen him be incredibly awesome with it, because he's one of the best AWPers that there is.
What are the long-term implications of this? We shall see. Maybe he smells weakness in the TSM side, and he's got the confidence to say, all right, I'm going to wreck them with this scout, which he has been doing in individual battles, but he's got 5 people to find. That was almost a headshot to SEMPHIS!
Oh,
and he's gone down! I don't know what to say. Dan, what's going on?
Yeah, there you go. The scout kind of works out, but let's see if TSM can save the round now. It's a lot of chaos, but being on the T side, it's much easier to deal with a situation like this than if it was reversed and you were on the CT side, because they can pick where they go. But what is that? The fadeaway headshot with the USP. Slick is down, and now the bomb's going to be rapidly approaching the A side. There are weapons to be picked up by the CTs, but they have no Kevlar, and there are a few grenades here to work with for TSM. So there is hope here for TSM to save the round, but this is very scary now that at least a rifle has been picked up onto Fur. How on earth are TSM going to save this one? They have a short plant, it looks like, and FNS,
the timing.
Got to be careful he doesn't get caught in the face here. Nice tap, controlled, calm, very patient. FNS to the jump shots. Very smart positioning, actually. And his teammates going to come in at the key timing. He needs to get the trades, though. And the spray down is going to send TSM into turmoil. TSM, this should have been a 1 round, but they did. Okay, so...
Dan, can we just recognize how absurd this is? It's like, guys...
So that must be the reason why he buys the scout there, because he probably thinks, okay, they were expecting a full eco here. They're just going to run down suicide, and I know that I can hit those shots. And he did. That must be the justifying factor for
Can we just take a moment to acknowledge that they should have ecoed, they bought a scout, and that's pretty much it, maybe a P250. And they won the round.
Yeah, well, again, like Fallen, I think he must have just realized that they're going to try to run down suicide.
That is
because they don't expect
the manliest
anything.
play.
It is really manly, yeah. Because he has to hit the shots. If you invest, because otherwise, like you said, we'll see how the long-term implications are, which is going to be very dire because they should have lost that round, in theory, and now long-term implications are bloody fantastic for Luminosity.
What a round! That is quite a moment of entertainment. So they've gone from 1 scout and a sandal to double AWP. SEMPHIS is in trouble. His teammates trying to help him out, but FNX is in for support as well. Surprise! FNS goes down to FNX. The X is superior to the S. And the TSM side is starting to push through short now. And they could take down Fallen. Indeed, they will, trying to scramble to hold the site, but it's too late to get into position. They have the long with the help of Fur at the moment. The teammates gonna flash stick in, but second flash will be a team flash.
Yeah, I got to say, TSM from a positional standpoint actually played this round very smartly so far. But let's see if they can actually capitalize. They've won control of the bomb site, and looks like they'll go for a short. Is that a short plan? Looks like a short plan.
It is a short plan, yeah.
So are they going to go back to short? Do they have nades? They've got 1 smoke. So the smoke can be very powerful in delaying the retake from the CTs from short. That's very good. But boom, there it is. The chest shot, cold onto autimatic, and now TSM starting to breathe a little harder at this point. But looks like they are defending well. The health is really low, but the AWP is coming into play. And now Stick is turning his attention, an AWP to AK combination. And TSM will close around. This is actually problematic for Luminosity because it resets them again.
Yeah, but I have to say, like,
there's the scout, James. It's back.
I have to say that Twistzz makes some weird decisions. Like, he was carrying the bomb and he was running on the edge of shorts when they've got nobody in CT spawn. He actually got tagged in CT spawn, and not only can you make yourself available to be shot by CTs there, but also if they kill you and you are slightly looking to the right, he could drop the bomb onto slope. So he could lose the round just by the way he was running to plant the bomb there.
He might not realize perhaps that he had the bomb, but
well, no, he definitely did because he was running to plant it, and he did weird things on cobblestone, I noticed as well. So I think it's just careless, sloppy individual play. That, I mean, like, yeah, it worked out okay this time, but that could lose you rounds, which can end up losing games if you do things like that. Obviously, I don't know if there's some coach who's picking up on that then.
Oh, that's another nice shot. Just don't evacuate middle when falling as a scout, please. Just don't even try. That is scary. Let's see if they can close around from this point though. They have 1 kill at least. TSM. Obviously, it would be pretty disastrous for them to lose around like this 2 times in a row. That can't happen. 1 time short. You know, the outlier. Let's go. More than once. And then that's going to suggest a systemic issue and how TSM are playing these rounds. But here's Cold coming up. Quick tags there for a kill. Bomb should be going down here. What does Fallen do? Does he commit the scout into this? Or does he try to save the scout?
Does he commit the scout? What an absurd situation.
Because if he saves the scout, you know, there's lots. Because you can argue that you get a lot more shots in the next round. Oh, what is this with the P250? Hold on a moment. Autimatic will actually finish it off and pick up the AWP.
Oh my god, this is madness.
But it's a little bit scary. Yeah, definitely quite scary.
This is absolute madness. I expected carnage, Dan, but this is next level.
One smart thing that TSM did in the round that you pointed out, the weird play from Twistzz, was actually that they spotted 2 players in CT spawn and then tried to trade, and then they immediately realized if they rush catwalk, that their positional advantage is just too much for the CTs. The fact that they realized that, you know, immediately snapped into that push was very smart. So it does show you like a world of difference of TSM's understanding of how Dust 2 works as opposed to Cobblestone, for example. You can definitely see that that's in play. And they just need to play this anti-eco correctly. Let's hope to see that, but it's absolute chaos again. P250 close range is enough from Taco. Takes down 2 players. The bomb is committed. In comes the lurk now into CT spawn. 3 versus 3 though. The bomb is to get locked away by the smoke, but there is time. TSM need to make sure they do not panic. They have nades and they have time. Do not panic.
That's such a smart setup from Fallen. Tag the players as they come into B. Have the P250 close to finish them off. Brilliant stuff. Brilliant stuff. But also, I think Autimatic jumped down to CT spawn from the very close corner on short, which gives his shadow away to people underneath. So he was lucky to survive that situation. But now they have the man advantage to TSM, and the CT players might be in a bit of trouble here. We still have the scout onto FNX now as they start to stream in the T's, but FNX gone down. Now it's a 2 versus 1. FNX, what can he do with the scout versus 2 people? He's still scoped in. He's going to take 1 down. I don't think what's going on. He's going to do this. He's going to take the match straight. Oh my god, these rounds are ridiculous.
They're going down to the last man. Autimatic will close it though. And TSM go 12-10. So able to win that. But the ridiculousness is that Luminosity, I mean, this obviously is a thing that they found. Okay, we understand how to play the scout and P250s because they're causing so much damage in these rounds, which otherwise a lot of teams would just give up on because it's like, okay, it's Dust 2. It's very hard to play those rounds. Luminosity have found some edges there, so I'm very much looking forward to seeing more Luminosity Dust 2 in the future. But for now, we still have a massive game on our hands. A two AWPs set up here for Luminosity, which they've been trying to get out as much as possible, and just SEMPHIS on the AWP for TSM, and he looks like he wants to peek into B and try to get the pick. It looks like they just want to go to the walk B. This is so scary, to be honest. Is it Taco there on the plat? I think it is, and he's got a rifle, and it's Cold who's by the double doors with the AWP.
Yes.
Oh, boom! This is a problem.
No armor, Dan.
They're going to walk in. It's so committed.
Oh, there's beef everywhere. The trade's coming in. The bomb site's been taken by the CTs for now. They're going to use those Molotovs to try and secure the position again. Only Cold is close with the AWP. Not much you can do in this situation. Still a man advantage for the CTs though, and they're all coming from the slope. No flank coming in from the T's. Molotov goes over towards that deep corner behind the box there. But I don't know if that's the best play when there's nobody coming in from the tunnels for CTs, although it can suggest that to make the hold for TSM weaker. Two-man spray down comes in for FNS and Twistzz, so this push is not working out for Luminosity, and now TSM might be getting a bit too close to a 2-0 down. Can they actually 2-0 Luminosity here?
It's looking pretty likely. I mean, we just saw the double AWP buy get blown up. I mean, it's a pretty smart play because once you get the AWP, once you're up against double AWP like that, and you know, let's not forget TSM, despite the Lurk dying towards Catwalk, just having the presence there that he did, slowed down the rotation enough, the walk into B happened, and whilst the A players are still on high alert, there maybe there could be more traffic towards A, so they're still just holding position. Then boom, they're in B, they get the trades that they need to get the bomb down, 3 versus 4, and then to get into the site, it's just a case of using the nades and hitting the shots. And Twistzz was very good there, hitting those 2 kills when Luminosity were pop flashing into the site. So good hold. And TSM really showing that they have some Dusk 2 skills. And this is why we were worried for Luminosity when we saw that cobblestone win from TSM. That shouldn't have happened. Luminosity know it. And now SEMPHIS' team, TSM, they're looking good. But again, we're seeing the scout and pistols.
Desperation will cause Tacio to push B tunnel, so that means Luminosity can gamble and stack the A bomb site. Cold is gonna get taken down by SEMPHIS eventually, and Fallen is surely soon to go as well. The CT coming in, but it looks like TSM are moving to round 14 here. There is a flank coming in, but there's a flank on the flank from FNS. Won't be required. Twistzz will spray him down. TSM move ever closer. What is the money like for the CT side now? The buy will come in, double AWPs again. Fallen once again has no Kevlar. Doesn't seem to require it these days. I like how he chose a bit of an off angle on short as well. Normally you see them playing the tight angle, CTs, but he chose to be a bit more exposed, but avoiding the pre-aim from the CT, from the T side at the same time. So first going to go for the short push here. There are no eyes on short for the moment from TSM. Obviously, the only way you can really do this, if you don't push short, is to have somebody play through suicide. So they've got the man advantage now, and they're going to escape with that before the AWPer can get into the position on the suicide location.
So the good old Shoxy by pulled off there by Fur. It's a bit awkward that kill, but eventually, a bit stubborn, but eventually it came. And no trade was really easily takeable, and a boost into the frag. Those are 2 solid early run advantages. LG, they can easily just sit back in positions now. They do not need information on the map. They can hold their setups and then react because they had the man advantage, well, a severe man advantage. SEMPHIS, he's here with that AWP looking for those frags. He's going to find Fur by crossover. Spotted the legs of another one. That's good information. And now he's trying to use the time here to get yet another pick. But will the CTs allow it? There's Cold, who, as you can see that up, just firing off some warning shots.
Again, it was just quickly, it was sloppy play by TSM to just casually walk into low tunnel. SEMPHIS was in mid with 2 flashbangs. He could have easily flashed short for his teammate. I mean, if you look at G2 on Dust 2, they do that every single round. They recently did that versus Astralis, and Astralis had a hard read, but that's another conversation. But yeah, I mean, they could have more plays, so simply by using the flashes, why buy them otherwise? The autimatic gets taken down, so SEMPHIS is alone versus 3 now, and needs to cross with the bomb without being traded. This reminds me of Epic, I think it was a triple peak from what's now Renegades, way back when on Dust 2. Please explain.
Just do it!
Dan! Is this real life? Down to the 1 versus 1 now. Tacio, he doesn't know where he is. Tacio slowly moving in, has one opportunity, and he will take it. SEMPHIS legs him as well.
Oh my god.
I love that. That's brilliant. It's more important to thin the numbers and get the plant in that situation.
God, how can SEMPHIS even run with balls that big? I mean, I'm just going to re-peek into Fallen. Let's go. I mean, I knew he'd do it. I knew when the gap was there.
It's a smart play, though. It's a smart play.
It is, because that's one of the only ways you can win around is like to cut off, like thin off the numbers like that really early on. But it's a hard play to pull off, but it's SEMPHIS. He's so comfortable. When SEMPHIS has an AWP, he looks like he's having so much fun all the time because he's just running around. He just takes peeks, and it goes his way a lot of the time. So that's, I guess, why it looks fun.
TSM Team SEMPHIS then.
Well, I don't know about that. I mean, Twistzz, Sick, Automatic FNS, they've all been putting hard work into this Dust 2 so far. Sick and the Twistzz especially have had a lot of important frags.
It's hard to do that jump that first trying without hitting the ceiling, which is why he's still trying to do it. I think he's given up now because the time has passed. No, he's still trying to do it.
Just run with a knife.
He's still trying to do it and failing. No, you can't. You can't. No, he's going across to the
Oh, right, okay.
to the opposite side. The
yeah,
thing you're thinking of, yeah, you can do that.
Yeah. He's getting some help now. Someone's boosting him, but this is a problem because their positioning sucks to defend A.
No!
This is terrible for Luminosity right now. To defend from these positions is so hard to do, and the drop comes in to try to rush the crossover. Orpa, who's not there because he's trying to help the boost in CT spawn, and now this is absolute. It's going to be a 5 versus 5 retake situation on the A side. This is going to be really, really weird right now because if Luminosity do not win this, if they decide to actually save their rifles, they're going to give up match point to TSM, and
Nice.
that might be the play here.
I see you need a ladder. Let me give you my back.
They
oh
might have to
crap!
do
We've
that.
lost the site. We've lost the site, Dan.
They're going to go for it, I think.
FNX is trying to do what he can to hold long for his team, while the numbers game works out for the CT so far. Everybody's getting wrecked from Team SEMPHIS, Dan. It's Twistzz alone versus 5. Please explain.
That's actually really interesting. That's actually, because in theory, right, if you go, obviously, with 4 players, or, you know, any amount of players, like 1 or 2, let's say, up CT spawn.
5-man on road.
Your positioning is kind of awful to get to win the battles. And it's much easier for the T's to control those engagements and then pick the engagements to make sure that they can get the better of you. So you have to like hit the first shot, and if you don't do that, you're usually in trouble. But here, there's 4 men and there's only like 1 or 2 people peeking at once, so 4 versus 1s. It's kind of funky, but it worked out.
This is insanity. This is madness.
It's a crazy, crazy match, and
I'm thoroughly enjoying it.
here goes. Oh, they haven't done this actually. Just a fast, straight up play into the B split, or even actually no, there's no split. Let's just rush B through middle. The frag's getting traded back and forth. They still have 2 players on the B bomb site, which they probably didn't count on. The bomb is lost in the site, leaving just FNS and autimatic with no help. 2 versus 2 though, but the spray is good. Just jump, but also autimatic is bunnying all over the place.
But wasn't like I think FNS was shooting at autimatic while he's coming through the spray.
It's so weird.
Oh my god. Are they choking? Are TSM choking right now? They don't have the money to buy, and they're buying that. It appears.
No.
A little bit. They're not going crazy. But, I mean,
What's the loss
they had
bonus?
such a great opportunity now, but Luminosity are like, no.
It's
no.
at least 2 or 3 on the loss
But
bonus
this
now.
is what I wanted to see. I wanted to see Luminosity struggle on Dust 2 to see what they're made of that. Well, Fur with great starts on this anti-eco.
Do it. I just love when the deeks happen, Jays. I guess everyone does.
Deeks.
I guess everyone does.
I don't mind it, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's a good old P90 there.
A deagle can make you famous. Look at Electro, man.
Good old
Deeks.
P90 on Inferno.
Electro deeks on the rise.
What's going to happen? Are we going to a 3rd map? Or are TSM, are they capable of taking a 2-0 over Luminosity? The chance is still there. The opportunity is still there. If they take this round, Luminosity should have a bye in the next, so it's not going to be easy for the TSM side, but surely they have it in them, Dan. Surely, at this point, they can do this. We've seen some bizarre rounds.
I'm very interested to see how the first advantage will be won in this round and for which team. Because I'm expecting that actually Luminosity will pick up the first advantage here because they probably feel like, okay, guys, if we just play focus, just play this round pretty safe, and you can see that their positions are quite safe overall. No risks are being taken. We just do that. Let's see if TSM will make a mistake here because they're probably going to be a bit antsy. But that said, as well, it is very tense for Luminosity due to the fact that if they lose this, they've lost the series. So for Luminosity, they have their own concerns here. I mean, TSM still have another map if they lose this. It is Train, so maybe you don't want to play Luminosity on Train, but here we go. Smoke there from the T side. That's a really strong smoke to delay rotation. And you can see that that's actually going to work because if the A split comes in right now, the B players are still really deep into the B bomb site for the CT side. The rotation's very, very far away. So if TSM go in now, that help is not going to be coming for a while for Luminosity.
I'm getting scared because we saw at least 2 rounds where TSM didn't leave themselves enough time on the clock when they finally went for a push. TSM were chosen to abandon long, and it seems they're just going to charge up mid. All of them going towards the short area. Fallen takes down Twistzz first, but can the bomb make it over there? Sick is playing around the edges, which is a smart way to do it. Autimatic now is moving to the side of Molotovs to try to slow down the plant. And another question is, can TSM keep hold of long? They have FNS
rotated from B.
They have FNS in lower tunnel.
They didn't rotate anyone from B yet.
Well, here it comes.
And Fallen saw the bomb.
It's going to be a 5-man reset here. They have planted for short. Short is in control of the T's with respect to FNS and lower tunnel, but it seems that Luminosity are coming in from long and CT spawn. Let's see if it works for them.
There's no nades for TSM. They could really use the smoke right now. Just one smoke can make all the difference. They're going to have to hit some crazy shots right now. SEMPHIS is going to get scalped by FNX as he approaches from CT. The lurk is not going to work out. Everything's down to sick right now by Gandalf. What on earth is he going to do in this position? He's going to be tagged down by all these players. It's a slow death. Oh, even the BM knife is coming in. And oh no, this is close, but he's got it. Oh my god, that's hilarious. That is hilarious that they almost didn't get that. That would have been ridiculous. Okay, but there's still a chance. The bomb went down, and with the incremental loss bonus acquired by TSM from repeated losses, they can overtime this very realistically. I'm surprised actually that the rotation was so slow from the B site, because I'm pretty sure Fallen saw both players, but I'm also disappointed that TSM didn't flash away Fallen or smoke him off or something. He's going to be there with the AWP. But interestingly, Tacker's on the auto sniper this round. That's a interesting mix-up.
We'll probably get one frag and get taken down. Fur not going to rest on anything. Gets another kill for free here. No response from TSM. That smoke up short will aid his retreat. So early advantages for the side. SEMPHIS is dead, Dan. And there's no AWP for TSM. Can the rest of the team take it over the line? I mean, SEMPHIS had to go big in a few rounds to get them to this point. They failed to take it in normal time, Dan. Great opportunity for them. It's gone. Overtime is the best they can hope for.
So they'll go for the B split, and here is the first flash. Now, that player who's boosted up in CT, honestly, someone has to check this. There you go. Oh, but he gets popped. That is a problem. That's a massive problem right now. Now, I'm not sure how this is going to be winnable right now for TSM. They need to get into there with just some, again, just raw aim battles. And they're doing it right now. Oh my goodness, they dropped straight into Taco. He's got nothing on autimatic. Autimatic with 2 frags, 1 versus 2. The bomb gets planted. The clock is being set upon the CTs now. Autimatic with the clutch to save the map here. Push it into overtime for TSM to give them yet more chances to take this 2-0. Or will autimatic fold under the pressure of the oncoming Luminosity players? FNX and Fallen approach with the flashes. Autimatic's position is really nice at the moment. Gets the first player. That's one one-on-one. There's one more to find. Fallen though with the M4. Here it is. Just playing with each other right now. The dance around the box, and he won't make it happen in time. Fallen has enough time to close it, and that will be Luminosity winning map 2 by the skin of their teeth. Could not have been closer, really. That was a crazy game. Absolute madness.
Holy potatoes, Dan. I was really pulling for TSM there. I wanted to see a TSM 2-0. That just would have been, especially the way that map went, or at least overtime, that would have been crazy. But here we go. Luminosity have scraped themselves into the 3rd map, Dan, which is going to be trained. And surely TSM's best chance to take this is past.
I think so, yeah. I mean, I felt like they would have had to win it 2-0. But you never know. Maybe they can do one of those crazy CT halves that they had to win Cobblestone. At this point, with the way that last map went as well, and the first map, I think it's now much less clear for me to call what's going to happen in this one, because I feel like to some extent we're not seeing the level of performance from players like Fur as consistently as we would on LAN. I think Luminosity is a great LAN team. I think online, like for example VP. And many other top teams as well. They tailors off a little bit. Look at it this way as well. When you have enough LAN experience and you go to all these stages, you play in all these finals, eventually you need that level of pressure to actually play your best. And you'll see this with the best teams. It will take them to the end. You'll see their best game at the end of the tournament. It's the same with NIP and many other very experienced teams and players. They need that pressure to perform. So this is a really good opening right now for TSM to capitalize, I think.
Well, a bit of an AWPers map perhaps. Train will be the 3rd and final map in this first best of 3 here of 3 for North America tonight. We will see you after the break with the last map and see who takes it between these 2 teams.